Alright mate, how you doing and welcome back to another video. Now you may have seen recently on the channel I went and hit a magical 1 million subscribers, which is absolutely unbelievable, son. Now, I'm doing a special Q&A to celebrate this, as well as another special video which will come on the channel soon. I asked you guys to tweet me your questions. Before I give you my answers, I actually filmed myself live when I hit 1 million subscribers, the exact moment it happened. I'm back in England now, but I was in Vancouver in Canada when I actually hit 1 million. So let's go back and let's watch my live reactions to getting 1 million subscribers. Alright guys, this is the situation. I am not far away from 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I cannot believe it. It hasn't happened yet, but fingers crossed it is going to happen, because right now I'm on like 999,923 subscribers. That means I've got 77 sizzling sausages to go. 77 sizzling sausage subscribers, I should say. I've got my other camera here, which is going to be recording the actual screen, so I can cut between it. There you can see the screen. She's gone up to 999, 928. Oh my god, guys, this is tight as a toiger. Alright guys, I'm live on Periscope. Here we go, we're on Periscope. We've got it counting down. It's all kicking off, guys, it really is. Look at these comments coming in. Love this. If you haven't subscribed yet, or you've got a mate, or a mum, or a cat, or a dog, or whatever, who's got a YouTube account, get them to subscribe. Get us over this line together. Come on guys, we're so close. We're so close. 964, just 36 left to go. Come on, get those cats and dogs subscribing. You must have a cat or a dog. Have you got a cat or a dog? 19 to go. This is mental. This is mental. 11 to go, guys. This is it. This is action stations. This is crunch time. Let's get everyone in launch position. Missiles at the ready. Oh my god. It's just jumped up. 6 to go. 6 to go. This is mental. Number 6. That's 6 is my lucky number as well. We could jump up straight to 1 million the next one. The next update. It's exactly 1 million. Exactly 1 million on the buzzer. Can you believe it, son? Oh my god. We've done it! We've bloody done it! 1 million subscribers. Unbelievable. 1,013,000 now. They're rolling in. Bloody hell, guys. This is ridiculous. Been doing the YouTube game for a long time. Not just the channel I've got now. Before that, never knew I'd necessarily get to 1 million. We've bloody done it. And I'm so happy. And thank you to everyone that subscribed. Whether you were number 1, number 10, number 1,000, 100,000... or 999, 999, I don't know how to say the number. The one before 1 million. I wonder who the 1 millionth subscriber was.
Oh, I wish you could track it.
Are you out there, mysterious person? It could be a cat or a dog. I asked you guys to get your cats or dogs to subscribe. And thank you to Rover and to Felix, or whoever they're called. Thank you for subscribing. Oh my god, guys, we've bloody done it. I've got to say, from the bottom of my heart and the heart of my bottom, thank you to each and every one of you. 1 million people. I wish I could come around and literally shake the hand of every one of you, but I'd probably get a lot of germs. That's not to say that you're not healthy. It's just when you touch 1 million people's hands, there's going to be collateral damage. Oh, my dad's FaceTiming me. Dad, I'm on Periscope. Hey.
Spencer.
Hey.
Spencer, I want to say I'm very proud of you, son. Well done.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
We're both proud of you, all the way from the United Kingdom.
Spencer FC for the Wembley Cup. Thanks, guys. There you go, guys. What a magical moment in my life that was. Thank you for those of you that shared it with me live on Periscope. And to those of you that are watching the video now and have watched all my videos, you're all legends. Right, let's crack on with the Q&A. The Demolisher23 wants to know what my favourite series on YouTube has been. Well, I mean, the recent big one was Wembley Cup, obviously, which was huge for my channel. A really big kind of achievement. I was really happy with it, the way I put it all together and the way it came out. If you're talking more about FIFA series, I'd probably say the Wheel of Fortune was one of my favourites. And this actually links on to the next question from Benjamin Cole, who wants to know what my future series for FIFA 16 are. Now, I've touched on it a little bit already. I said that I'm going to do a Real Oviedo career mode. I'm also going to be bringing back the Wheel of Fortune for Series 2, which I can't wait to share with you guys, obviously, for FIFA 16. I've got a few other little plans up my sleeve. You know, that's why I'm wearing a long sleeve top today, because there's literally plans all in them. Mensong9 says, Spencer, what is your dream job? I think I'm living it now, guys. I love my job. I love YouTube. Every day I get up, I think of content to make for you guys. Sometimes it's a big idea that takes a year to make, like the Wembley Cup. Sometimes it's a little video that I can make quite quickly, but I love the reaction. I love the feedback I get almost instantaneously on YouTube, and I love football, and everything I do is about football, whether it's FIFA or IMO or other stuff. Football, I'm happy. Stephen Smith wants to know about my recording setup. Now, rather than going through this again, Stephen, because I've done a video about this before, check the description. There is a link to the video I made about my whole setup So check that out. Pappy Joe wants to know if I'm going to do another Football Manager series. I will be doing another Football Manager series, hopefully with Hugh Izzy and True Geordie again, but obviously on the next game, which comes out in like November time. So look forward to that. Definitely going to happen. Will Bompy wants to know what I see myself doing in 10 years. Well, Will, that's a very difficult question, mate. I remember when I was 21, 22, I just finished uni, and I went for an interview at this internship that I was going for. And a woman interviewing me asked me a similar question. She said, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? This is when I was 21, 22, so it's almost exactly 5 years ago. And I remember saying, I don't know. I've got no idea what I want to do, because at that age I didn't know. I just said, I don't know what I'll be doing in 5 years, but I know it will be something that I enjoy and something that's good. That's what I said, and she loved the answer, and I ended up getting the internship. And now, 5 years later, I'd have to give you the same answer for what I'm going to be doing in 10 years or even 1 or 2 years. I mean, I'm committed to the YouTube game. I love what I do on YouTube. I love making football content. So I definitely want to keep doing that for as long as possible. But in 10 years, what that will look like and what sort of content I'll be making is very difficult for me to say. I have to see how the next few years go. But I'm pretty confident I'll be doing something similar to what I'm doing now in terms of making football content for you guys. Shivam Pathak wants to know who my favourite YouTuber to watch is. Now this is a really hard question because I watch a lot of YouTubers and I've got a lot of respect for loads of different creators, both FIFA and football people, and obviously people outside of that. If you're asking me to boil it down to a couple, which is difficult, I'd have to say for football it is the True Geordie. He's a good friend of mine and he always cracks me up. And I'd have to say for non-football and FIFA stuff, probably Casey Neistat, who's a famous director. If you haven't heard of him, get to know him. Links to both those guys are in the description. Top-notch fellas. David Bedell wants to know how many keepy-uppies I can do wearing my shoes on the wrong feet. Let's find out. Stink5678 says, have you and Alex ever had a Netflix and chill session? Mate, we pretty much invented the Netflix and chill session. We've been doing it for a long, long time. Don't you worry about that. Whenever I've got a little time spare at the end of the day and we're finished working, we sit down, we stick on Netflix, we watch some content. Billy Fortune wants to know what my favourite TV show and movie is. Difficult question. Favourite movie, probably have to say Good Will Hunting. And favourite TV show, there's been a few different ones, but I'd probably say, in terms of comedy, Alan Partridge. In terms of drama, I'd probably say Breaking Bad. Kieran Buxton wants to know who my 3 top BPL signings of the summer transfer window are. Now, if you asked me before the season started, I probably would have said Petr Cech at Arsenal, Memphis Depay at Man United, and Dimitri Payet at West Ham. But now the season started, I think you've got to look at the likes of Pedro, who've gone to Chelsea, he's done really well already. Andre Ayew at Swansea as well has been unbelievable. Robbie S wants to know if I had any work experience jobs as a kid. Well, Robbie, my first ever job was working in a newsagent's for my mate's parents' shop. Then I worked in a restaurant. Then I worked as a Domino's delivery driver for a bit, had a few different jobs. When I went to uni though, the first summer of my first year at uni, I worked for another mate's parent, actually doing like network cabling. So I'd literally run internet cables in offices. I did that for a whole summer. The summer after that, I had a proper kind of work experience job, which was an internship at Channel 4. And I worked at Channel 4 for the whole summer, which was amazing. Got to meet some really cool people and do some great things. And then after I finished uni, I had an internship as well, working like writing online articles for a little bit. And then I eventually got a job working for a football computer game as a social media guy. So that was my kind of career path up to the point of my first proper post-uni job. WHU Opinions wants to know what the funniest video I've recorded on the channel is so far. Now, for me, the most fun to record, the one that I laughed the most on set for, had to be my transfer deadline day, like Sky Sports parody video I did with David Vjanic. We had so much fun. He was cracking me up on that shoot so much. If you want to see that and you haven't seen it, again, there's a link in the description. T McGuinness 73 says, if I had 3 wishes, what would they be? Okay, my first wish would be for 1,000 more wishes. That's standard, right? Everyone does that when you get wishes. Second wish would be to end poverty across the world. And my third wish would be West Ham to sign John Joe Shelby. Will Ferguson wants to know what the most annoying sound I can make is. Let's go with Adrian wants to know what made me continue to make YouTube videos when I wasn't known and when like no one was watching them. And I don't know, to be honest with you. I just love doing it. I always like sharing it. Like, ask any of my friends that have been mates with me on Facebook since I was like a young guy. They'll tell you that when I was at school and when I was at uni, I was just spamming these Facebook videos on Facebook, trying to get them to watch them and share them and like them, and they probably got really annoyed by it. But I just love doing it, and over years I changed the sort of videos I made and learned a little bit more about how YouTube worked. But one thing that's always been there is just a love of making videos. The football expert wants to know who I think will be the first Ballon d'Or winner after Messi and Ronaldo retire. Well, first of all, there might be a winner before they retire that's not Messi or Ronaldo. Let's not count that out. And if there is going to be one, I'd say it's going to be Neymar. I reckon he's got a chance of getting one in the next few years. Probably before Ronaldo retires. He'll just be competing with Messi for that though. Stephen Kilcullen has asked a pretty weird question. He says, can you wear a snood on your face and a hat on your head, please? Okay. Zach says, now that I've reached 1 million subscribers, what other goals and achievements have I got in sight? Now, Zach, I've got one huge goal / target. It's not necessarily subscriber based or views based or anything like number based. It's something I've always wanted to do that I think I could do on this channel eventually. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because I think we're a little bit off, but eventually I've got this one thing I want to do with this channel that I think will be incredible, and hopefully it will happen. You just got to stay tuned and trust in Uncle Spenny. Ben Morris has asked quite an interesting question. He's asked, would I rather have 3 million subs and get loads of abuse, or just 1 million subscribers but have everyone like you? First thing I'll say to that, Ben, is even when you've got 1,000 subscribers, you're never going to have everyone like you. There's always going to be people that don't like what you do, that try and put you down. You just have to accept that, and that's something I've come to accept. Especially when you say controversial things about footballers and teams that they support, people just don't like it, even though you might be talking sense. So sometimes I might not talk sense, it might be my opinion, but whatever, you have to learn to take the abuse with the love. And in answer to your question, it's actually really interesting because I asked my dad a really similar question once. I remember I'd just come out of uni, I wasn't really doing a lot on YouTube, I was just asking more about life, and I was kind of interested in the idea of like being well known and being successful in an industry. And I said to my dad, would you rather have everyone in the world know who you are, so you're world famous, but half the world hate you and half them like you? Or would you rather have just 100 people know who you are, but everyone loves you and thinks you're a top man? Now, I remember my dad said, obviously, you'd have 100 people like you and everyone think you're great. Why would you want half the world to hate you? And I think he was completely right. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be in a situation where the whole world knows who I am. But the more subscribers I get and the more views I get, with that does come an element of criticism you can't avoid. And I've got a thick skin, I'm able to take it. But I think I know what my dad meant when it is nice to have an idea that everyone that knows you likes you. But realistically, is it going to happen? Probably not. All I can do is try and make the best content I can do and try and make stuff that I'm proud of, and hopefully other people will enjoy it. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I'll continue to try and do. James Mountford wants me to name my favourite player for every letter of the alphabet. Okay, I might forget some people, but here goes. A is for Akinfenwa, B is for Beckham, C is for Carrick, D is for Davids, E is for Duncan Edwards, F is for Fabregas, G is for Garincha, H is for Hargreaves, I is for Ibrahimovic, J is for Jenkinson, K is for Company, L is for Lampard, M is for Moore, N is for Neville, Gary, O is for Michael Owen, P was almost Scott Parker but it's gone to Dimitri Payet, Q is for Quaresma, R is for Ramsey, Sir Ralph, not Aaron, S is for Shelby, T is for Torre Yaya, U is for Upson, V is for Vieri, W is for Whitehead, X is for Abel Xavier, used to play for Real Oviedo, don't you know? Y is for Tony Yeboah, and for Z, there could have been a few boys here, could have been Zidane, could have been Zola, but of course, it's gone to Zarate. Luke wants to know if I could bring one rule into football, what would it be? And it would probably be video replays. The opportunity for managers to have an appeal, to get something, watched back and potentially overruled, like an offside decision or a foul or something like that. I think they'd be quite helpful for the game, and all the other sports use them. Let's get them in football. James McCann asked if I could film a football versus FIFA with any current footballer, who would it be? Obviously, Messi or Ronaldo would be the absolute dream, the absolute pinnacle. But more realistically, perhaps Zarate or John Joe Shelby. I'd love that too. Right guys, that is it for my 1 million subscribers Q&A. Thank you very much for watching, whether you just started watching today, last week or years ago. I love you like a brother / sister / whatever gender you are. Thank you. It means a lot, honestly, it really does. and we've got lots more to do together on the channel. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see me do. Obviously, this is just a Q&A. I need to do a special 1 million video still. I've got an idea in mind, but I'm happy to hear your thoughts as well. So leave me a comment below. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, but I'll see you next time. Until then, don't go changing.